Yo, what's up guys? AFC Dino here, and I'm back with another PvP video on Pokeone. So I'm bringing out the Magma Storm Heatran again. In my other video it didn't get a lot of screen time, so let's see if we can let it shine here. And looking at his team, it can definitely put in a lot of work. However, I'm gonna lead off with the Tornadus, just because the Credant could be threatening if he leads off with Credant expecting my Heatran. So he actually goes Conkeldurr. I have my Tornadus out, but Zapdos could be coming in, so I'd rather go for the U-turn over Hurricane. If he does stay in, I can still pivot into my Landorus like he does now. And honestly, I cannot really respect those plays, because if I click Hurricane, that thing is dead. So he was probably expecting me to miss the Hurricane, so he can look into the future, guys. But yeah, he goes for the knockoff. He knocks off my Rocky Helmet. I do get some chip buff on his Conkeldurr, and now I'm getting up my rocks as he decides to stay in again, going for the Facade. The burn still fixed, but now I'm going for the U-turn, because I did get off the Intimidate. So if he does decide to stay in, I can either go into my Tornadus or I can even go into my Alamola. But no, he goes into the Scizor, and let's see how much this does. 8%. That's not a lot. It might be defensive, so I'm going to bring in my Heatran. I should outspeed every Scizor variant, as we see leftovers, so this could be a defogger. I'm just clicking Magma Storm because, like I said, Magma Storm could put in a lot of work against his team. He doesn't have a real good switch in aside from his Garchomp, because Credant will take about half as well, especially with the Magma Storm effect. But yeah, he goes into the Chansey, and it's actually really nice, just because I missed. That is really unfortunate. I'm going for Magma Storm here. I could have taunted, but I want to make sure I hit something, because he could also pivot into the Garchomp expecting a taunt. I'm going to taunt now just because he cannot switch out, as he goes for Soft Boil. But if I hit the first Magma Storm, guys, let's protect here just to let the Magma Storm effect kick in. But if I hit the first Magma Storm, he wouldn't have been able to get up rock, so that is really unfortunate. But we are getting this Chansey really low, and now I'm clicking Earth Power. His Seismic though should not do that much after leftovers, and I heal a bit back, but this Chansey is basically gone. But it really sucks that he got up the Stealth Rocks, just because it pressures my Landorus. But yeah, I'm gonna Earth Power here. The taunt ended, so let's just use his turn to knock it out, get some leftovers recovery as well. And let's see what he brings in now. Garchomp could be coming in, Credant could be coming in, maybe Conkeldurr. He decides to go into the Credant. I'm not gonna protect here just because it could be a Swords Dance set, which saw more people running Swords Dance. And that can definitely be threatening to my team. So I'm going into my Alamola. It should live a Bandit knockoff. And if it's a Swords Dance Credant, then I'd rather let Alamola die. But no, he's Dragon Dance. Let me Toxic this. Hopefully he's not a Lumberry. Goes for Dragon Dance again. And I missed that. Are you kidding me? He knocks off. Obviously die. He takes Rocky Helmet chip, but yeah. Oh, he is actually Life Orb, so if I had the Toxic, I could have protected, and I had Heatran would protect, Ferrothorn would protect, so this Credant would really be chipped down. But now I have to bring in my Landorus just to get off the Intimidate, so that I could perhaps kill it with Tornadus later. And now I'm going to sec my Ferrothorn. I think it's expendable just because he has a Zapdos, he has a Conkeldurr, and Garchomp could even run a Fire attack. So he goes for a knockoff. It's obviously gonna kill me. The crit did not matter. He was +2 with a Life Orb, so he does take a lot of damage. And I'm going into my Tornadus now, and hopefully he forgets that he's actually faster, because he got 2 Dragon Dances. Maybe he's not running a lot of speed on his Credant. But I can also not Revenge Kill it with Weavile if that's the case, if he's running max speed, just because his Aqua Jet will go before my Ice Shard. I lost a he has with the Life Orb, he has just enough health to actually kill all my Pokemon. But yeah, he did get up to Dragon Dances. And I've also been lazy, because I've been too lazy to swap the item on Tornadus. because it still has a life orb. It's the pivot set, but I had it with a life orb for a specific team. But with the Rocky helmet, would have been nice, because even if he was max speed, the Rocky helmet and his life orb recoil would mean that I only had to sack one more Pokemon. But yeah, he goes for Aqua Jet, and because of the Intimidate, I am going to live. After Stealth Rocks, I go for U-turn, but unfortunately, because of the life orb, I'm going to die here. Damn. Shouldn't have been that lazy. I'm going into Weavile here, because that guard jump could be a threat. He could go into his Conkeldurr, which would be a smart play, because then he can just click Mach Punch. Hopefully he doesn't. He goes into the Scissor instead, and that's actually also really bad, just because he can U-turn on this turn, because I don't think Knockoff is going to knock him out, and he could even go for Bullet Punch, so going for Heatran, but most likely a U-turn coming out, because that thing is most likely defensive. Yep, he U-turns. Now he could bring in a Guard Jump, and looking at his team, it could be an offensive Guard Jump, just because this Chansey was the Stealth Rocker. Scizor is defensive, because otherwise he would be running 2 Stealth Rockers if that's a defensive jump. I don't know. But yeah, if I didn't miss the first Magma Storm, again, he wouldn't have gotten up his Stealth Rocks, which actually pressured me a lot. It's also made my Heatran really low, because he didn't attack my Heatran once. It's just only used one Seismic Toss, but the rest is Stealth Rock damage. And if I didn't miss the Toxic on the Credant, I could have protected a few turns, and I would have meant that I didn't have to sack 3 Pokemon on a Credant. But he actually brings in a Zapdos. That's strange. I'm gonna protect her just to see what he does. He goes for air. Why? Why is he making this play? I don't. Does he not want to win? I'm gonna Magma Storm here, because it hits pretty much everyone. It goes into the Guard Jump. But people keep forgetting that it's not only the Magma Storm damage, but also the effect. So 24 is not a lot. It's just defensive. Should at least be max HP. He should at least be running HP then, because I'm gonna protect here. Goes for Earthquake. And it takes some nice chip, 46% now. I'm going to bring in my Landorus. Hopefully this is choice, but I felt like Magma Storm should do way more than 24%. He goes for Earthquake again though. I am going to go for the HP Ice, just because if he does stay in, like maybe he could be Rocky Helmet still. If he does stay in, go for Dragon Tail, that would be bad on my U-turn. But he goes into the Scizor, and this HP Ice is gonna do nothing. I am going hard into Heatran here, just because I don't think he can touch my Heatran with Scizor, so he's most likely U-turning, but just in case he does Bullet Punch, I bring in my Heatran. And he still takes Stealth Rocks damage as well. And maybe after 2 more leftovers recovery turns, I might live a Mach Punch from the Conkeldurr. He goes Conkeldurr now. But he takes Burn and Stealth Rocks. So after Protect, he will be at 50%. He actually goes for Drain Punch. Why would you click Drain Punch in this situation? Oh, maybe he doesn't know that I am running speed on my Heatran. Yeah, I'll just Magma Storm this. As he didn't click Drain Punch. Like, why didn't he click Drain Punch? What? Even if he was predicting a switch, Mach Punch would have 2-hit KO'd my Landorus just because he had Rocks up. Weavile would have obviously died, and if I stayed in, I probably would have lived, but I would have been so low that his Guard Jump could win, because he can kill everyone, or a Scissor perhaps. But I'm gonna protect here just to see what he does. Goes for Earthquake, and I get a bit of extra leftovers recovery. Might be useful against the Zapdos later. And I'm just gonna go Landorus. Oh, the Pokeball actually turned black, so he did something to kill me. He went for Toxic, so that's probably defensive. That would mean that my Heatran might be faster we gotta keep this in mind. But I'll bring in my Weavile here. Maybe I should pursue him, but I think knockoff is just safer. Because I don't think Earth Power is going to kill the Garchomp. But I don't know the Zapdos set either. Because if this Zapdos is defensive, that would also be strange. 50%. Choice Bags! Ooh. Okay. Now he goes into the Scizor. This is actually a really interesting turn, just because a few things could happen. If he goes for U-turn on my Heatran switch, that would be really bad for me. But if I go Heatran on his Bullet Punch attack, that would be good. But I'm going to go for the knockoff here. Yeah, because if he U-turns, I knock him out. And now I should win the game, because I just knock out Garchomp with knockoff. He's definitely gonna die. And he gives up. But yeah, this game wouldn't have been this close. I think if I just hit the first Magma Storm, because he wouldn't have gotten up rocks, which would have made my Landers really healthy. Also meant that Tornadus wouldn't have died. And if I hit the Toxic on the Credant, I wouldn't have to lose 3 Pokemon to the Credant, which also was really annoying. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this battle. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, and don't forget to comment, like, subscribe.